What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? It's Antwyone Washington, Studio 5 and High Five Photo. Thank you guys again for joining me for another episode of What's in Your Studio. And man, what's going on with your photos, baby? I see you. Well, this is what this thing is all about here. Your home studios, small studios. And I said this is what I'm going to be doing here. I'm going to be looking for opportunities to give you really a truth. Not possibly your truth or someone down the street's truth or some other studio's truth, but a truth. Okay, space. How much space do you really need to accomplish your goals? Well, that depends on what type of style of shooting you're doing. If you like to do a lot of group shooting, you probably need more space, right? If you're doing 6 or 5 or 10 people all the time, you might want to have some more space. Why? Because the element of having space and all that good stuff gives your clients an opportunity to enjoy themselves while they're around. But I've had 20 to plus 4, 8, 30 people in the studio working at one given time. And yes, it was fun, but it was hot and fun and hot and fun at the same time. And I mentioned it was hot. So, but it can happen if you have that setup. Now, my studio has changed several different times. My first part of my studio, I wanted to have more portraits. That means I wanted to cater to all levels of thinking when it comes to portraits. I want moms and kids portraits. I want theme portraits. I want different backdrops. I want all these little, I wanted boudoir. Everything I had it set up all around inside of the studio. Well, it didn't leave me a lot of footprint to do a lot of resetups and setups that I can create things, to kind of recreate things when I wanted to create them. So, and I looked online and I did some research and I saw that people build out these beautiful expansions of a studio, but they have a certain niche of photography that they're doing, like a baby photographer, which is this will be a great space for a family baby photography, but I will build out, so I'll be losing again some more footprint of that because I have to build it out a certain way to make it look a certain way that will cater to the look and the feel of what I would think would be for like babies and stuff. So I don't photograph babies, so that I wouldn't need that type of look. I wanted a working studio, something I can tear down, build up, reconfigure, tear down, build up, reconfigure, use things over there, tear down, build up, and I can be more creative. My thoughts can kind of go haywire. So that's how I kind of build my studio to make it make sense to me. What is important to you in your space is what's important to you in your photography. Now, I know all the space I need. I love shooting a certain way, so I want to do that. I like bringing people in to create different ways to create this different looks. But I said to myself, and I want you to ask yourself, what type of photographer are you? And what I mean by that, not necessarily, you know, the style, you know, the textures and the editing stuff, but really, what do you want to shoot? What do you want to photograph? Okay, have you ever asked yourself and really answered that question for yourself? I know I did. I said I love beauty, glamour, photography. That to include fashion, design, hair, makeup, looks. I will photograph females. That's my go-to. I love photographing females. So I don't have to have any other answers when someone asks me, so what do you do? So I'll photograph predominantly females in beauty, glamour, makeup, and if they want portfolios, I would like to help develop portfolios. If they want to have headshots, I would love to make sure they have some beautiful headshots. But I predominantly photograph females. And I say, well, why don't you photograph males? Well, I intentionally went to something that I am interested in photographing. I enjoy photographing the beauty of the lives of females. So I was like, that's what catered to me. And some people like to do males, some people like to do children, some people like to do families, some people like to do weddings. It's up to you as a photographer. Now, here is the growing part of concern for most people when they're asking themselves, who are my target audience for this particular type of photography that I want to search or want to photograph? And this is where you have to be serious about your intent. Serious about your intent. Your intent to do photography, your intent to go to that target has to be measured, okay, and weighed and developed, okay? It's not going to be easy. It never is. Anything's worth doing is going to be hard work, okay? So if you're here, still here, listening to this video, and I thank you guys for participating in this, it is hard work. So I'm going to tell you, you're going to probably be doing 80% of producing opportunities for you to have photographs, and 20% of you actually shooting when you first start off in this business. Oh my gosh. Did someone tell you that? Did anybody ever tell you that? No, not me. I started off and I had a whole bunch of clients. Well, let's calculate that time up. Let's really see what you were doing, and let's really see who was your customer, and let's really dive down to how much time it took you to get that one first customer. So if you guys will start really combing down the facts of what you're trying to do, you will truly see what directions you need to go into, and you will start to fix some of those failing aspects of your business. And you may say, well, what about you, Mr. I get all the answers? I don't have all the answers, but I do have all the trouble spots. So what are some of the things you can do to fix this? Okay, one of the first things I want everybody to do, if you're still watching this video and you haven't faced the facts that you've probably been doing this for 2, 3, 4, 5 years, and you're not getting the traction that you want to get, I'm going to tell you some truths to why you're probably not getting to where you want to go. Now, the first truth is, are you disciplined? Yeah, I said it. Are you disciplined? Are you disciplined about what you're trying to attain? Secondly, are you consistent? Are you consistent in what you're trying to do? Now, you can be disciplined and consistent in the wrong direction, right? So, I'm going to help you take those two words, put them together, and hopefully we can round it up to what actually may happen and help you to be a better and better success in your photography. So let's go back to the first step that we talked about. The first step we said, what type of photographer are you? Once you figure that out, that means if you only want to shoot babies, if you only want to shoot weddings, you only want to shoot headshots, you only want to shoot high school pictures, proms, and you only want to shoot events, you only want to shoot products, you have to be disciplined. Because that discipline is going to start carving out questions and answers that you're going to be gaining access to, which is going to keep you on a track, that right track that you're having. Now, this is what I mean by discipline. When a person calls you and says, hey, can you photograph my wedding? Will you say no? Man, that's money. That's money. That's a lot of money, man. Oh man, that's about $800, $900. Man, I can buy me a couple cameras. I can do this. I can do that. Hey, can you shoot this for me free? I got something real quick. I just want to put it online. I'll talk about you. I'll promote you. I got 28K followers. I can put you online and tell people about you. Just spend 6 hours shooting, photographing me, and then spend another 3 weeks editing and making sure I look pretty. But I'll talk about you, but I'm not gonna pay you. How about hey, I got something for you. Here's a cool gig. This is something that can help you set up. You can do it for free, but it's a company, and that company can talk to another company. And all these things keep coming up. You say, oh man, I'm gonna take advantage of that. I'm gonna take advantage of that. I'm gonna take advantage of that. And here, none of that has to do with you photographing your initial reason why you want to photograph. If you want to photograph, infants and babies. If I can take all that time, and you can take all that time and put it back into the disciplines of what you need to do, which is sending out emails, building an email campaign for yourself. Do you know how to build an email campaign? Do you know how to build one for free? And I'm going to share with you how to build one for free. You have 3 platforms right now: Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, that has hundreds of millions of people on there. Now you, as the person that's looking into inviting people to you, how do you do that? This real quick and easy. Hi, I photograph babies. Free opportunity training. Subscribe here. Hi, I'm a photographer, portrait photographer. Beauty tips for photographies and people in this specific area. If you want to learn more and you live in this specific area, please subscribe here. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? You're building up your email campaign, you get those emails, and then you take those emails, and then you will flood those contacts with enough information that's not selling them anything, but you're asking for these types of answers. Hello. When was the last time you had a great image, a great headshot? When was the last time you were in? When was the last time you dressed up, went to an event, and all the pictures was okay, but yours wasn't? But you want to have a picture in that beautiful thing. When was it? Just ask the question. Intrigue the minds of your client, the clientele. And so you stay pointed. So if I'm gonna shoot babies, hey, a great gift idea for the next person that's having a baby. Great gift idea for the next time for a baby shower. You see what I'm saying? Great gift for an idea for a baby shower, infant, mom and daughter photo session. Great idea. You don't know who they know, how they know. And you never have to sell to them. Just tell them what you do. Give them an opportunity to give back to you in certain ways. So that's building up an email campaign. So that's part of being disciplined and inside your thought. So what do you say? What do I do in the meantime? You should want to make sure your craft is being developed. When your craft is being developed, you are doing things like, so if I do what I call a mini shoot, I will tell people, hey, I want to do mini shoots. They're very inexpensive value to those particular clients. Why? Because I'm building up new muscles about certain shoots that I want to do. And I'm advertising to those shoots. I will put out a post. I will send out to my subscribers. I will send over to my website. I'll put it on all the things. And whenever it happens, it happens. I don't know when it's going to happen, but when it does, it does. And it's not costing me any more time than it did because I'm being consistent when I'm sending my stuff out. So now all those things continuously be out. And they're out on the website, Google and everything. So everybody will start doing their searchings. By the time they start doing their searching for particular things, I should be in that realm, in this location that I'm in for those different types of conversations, because I stay consistently posting where I'm supposed to be posting through my website, through all those other engines to make sure that that information is out there. So what do you do when you don't have a shoot? Then you put into yourself, hey, a great value I have. Introduce an opportunity for you to two for the price of one. Friends, son and daughter, two for the price of one. Special value for the next 30 days. Create urgency. Click here for next steps. Give something else of interest so you can gain access to more clients. Other things, networking events. If you want to go into a place to where you feel like it's going to help you and gain access to more clients, then amen. Please do that. So this is big picture thought. Big picture thought is, how can I bring in more clients with less amount of work? So you can go and you can purchase it. There are other links that happen. Bark is one of them, B-A-R-K. You can pay for that. Pay them $30 or $120 a week for them to give you leads, because that's where people are going to find photographers. You can use other resources like Craigslist. That's a free one to use. You can put out posts on Craigslist. And you can look at big agencies and groups that you can go start knocking on their doors. There's a lot you can be doing consistently and being disciplined that will build traction to your existence. Now, how hard is it? It's very freaking hard. It is very freaking hard. Okay? This is not meant to be easy. Your goals are not meant to be easy. Your journey is not meant to be easy. Okay? So what it is meant to be is challenging, exciting, new, refreshed, and hopefully productive in producing the right type of energy that you're looking for. And if you are doing that, then exactly, you get what you want to get out of it, which is some amazing opportunities. Stop biting the sale. What I mean by biting the sale, which is you're so gold to the end result of the money or the price that you forget how many opportunities, or you can't see how many opportunities that's around you that you can take true good advantage of. So let's say you go into a supermarket and you walk and you see three great beautiful looking people. That you know, if I photograph those three great looking people and they coexist with the looks that I'm trying to do, and I get to do videos with them, like some tutorial videos that I can possibly put out there to show people that I can do stuff, that is a great value. Why? Because it's three beautiful people. They will lead for more content for you to have to send out to your your email listings, your vlogs, your postings, all those things, and that is a win-win solution. And guess what? That's not going to cost you a lot of time, because you're not saying that I'm giving you 30 plus images. You put out a mark, say, hey, we're gonna spend an hour and a half, this is what I'm doing, this is what I need, and I'll get each of you 2 to 3 images. Okay, that's it. You set that up in every quarter of time that you're out there producing, trying to produce leads, because that's what you're trying to do. You're producing leads for yourself. You will gain access to those right people. Go to networking events. You got to get from behind the computer. You have to knock on some doors. You have to open up some opportunities. You have to place some stuff on windows. You have to get out there and to gain access to the world. So, in recap, discipline, I'm sorry, I'm off my mark. Discipline and consistency are the two favorable things for your success. And if you stay within those lines of discipline and consistency, how can you continually be, I guess, a non-paid, non-working photographer? Now, I will tell you a truth. I took a break. And when you take a break, you're out of the light, you're out of contact with people, and you're trying to still build. You will try to get yourself back up there in the norm, to your normal life, to your normal existence. People have moved on. Forget about that. Go do something new. Be creative. Look at what worked, rebuild from there, and keep on going. So if you're restarting over again, you're in that category, it starts with day 1, and then day 2, then day 3. Then day 4 to day 5. And then count those small victories. I got my post out. That's a victory. I submitted 10 emails, because I only had 10 emails before. I submitted 10 emails. Count that as a victory. Stop looking at the things that's not happening versus all the things you can do and stay consistent with. Because you never know when that call comes and you have your price ready, your margins ready, and you have the right client looking at you saying, I want to book with you because I trust you. Okay? And that's what you want to try to achieve before you start doing all these other crazy things that has nothing to do with the traction that you're trying to go to. So hopefully this conversation helps in that. Again, how do you get people to your studio? Is you have to educate them about who you are. You're not going to get people here if you don't educate them about who you are. They're not going to trust you. They're not going to know you. And then you have to do things that you're supposed to do, which is, for me, I love shooting beauty. Whew. And amazing people. So guess what I did? I spent years developing a relationship with modeling companies and agencies. So now I will go to a modeling agency. Hey, I want to do a test shoot with one of your models. I see that it can help the model's portfolio. They say, great. I say, awesome. This is what I'm going to provide for them. Great. Awesome. That's amazing. Now I take that portfolio and I post out that portfolio from their website that my images are on. Hey, these are images I work with other models with. That one and a half hour in my quarter long of development, my 3 months of development, that 1/2 an hour is now leading me to contacts of hundreds of opportunities in the future that I don't have to spend hours and hours on end getting to my front door, because now they have trust. They know that I am who I am, I say who I am, and I have reputable personnel backing me up. Because it's in there. It's all in the mix. But you have to do your time to do your grind and stay consistent and stay disciplined for what you're doing. Make sure everything you're doing doesn't have a dollar sign behind it. Because you're not going to chase your really true dreams if it's about money. You trace what you love to do. If you love photographing people, and I love photographing beautiful people because it excites me to see the results. I want to get more beautiful people in front of my camera, and however the pay stuff happens, it will happen as it happens. Okay? So same thing with the babies or trees or whatever you want to photograph. You have to find the way and stay consistent with it. And you got to say to yourself, and the last thing, if you veer off track and go into another thing that you want to experiment with, do it on your own time. Don't do it on the time you're supposed to be about your business. If you do it on a Sunday when you know you normally take that day off, do it on that day. Don't do it Monday through Friday. Okay? So reward yourself with doing a great work between Monday and Friday, and then if nothing happens on Saturday, like you don't have a booking or anything throughout the week, but Sunday you say, look, I can be more creative. Reward yourself with that because you did the good work. Because if you keep doing the good work, reward yourself with that opportunity for you to do those types of things. And keep that in your mindset before you go back into the traction of going back doing a whole bunch of silliness that's not going to help you be developing your craft. Now that stuff you do on Sunday should always be beneficial to your portfolio. I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know. I tell myself this stuff all day. I'm telling you the truth. See, you got a lot of people out there that will show you the shoe shine version, the spit shine version of photography, but they won't tell your ass the truth. This stuff is hard as heck, and it takes time. So all the pictures and stuff I post out and all the stuff that people post out, they probably had that stuff for months and years. And they still trying to make waves. They still trying to get into that pocket. But you know what's stopping them? As it does many of us, it's those two things: consistency, and discipline. Discipline and consistency. Those are the two things. There's a third one, but I'll talk to you about that on my other video. Well, I'm Antwyone, Washington. This is Studio 5 and High Five Photo. And I thank you guys for joining me for another episode of What's in Your Studio. And man, what's going on with your photos, baby? I'm out. I'm going to tell you guys this and this alone. Keep shining and keep grinding.